you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a 1-hour transformation video. So basically what that means is that I'm going to be doing my makeup and my hair and turning from this to something that looks quite better than this. So if you guys would like to see how I do that, grab a seat and let's go ahead and get started. We have a lot of work to do today because this is, oof, girl, I'm breaking out so bad too, so it's like, I apologize if this video is long, by the way. I feel like it's gonna be quite long, so. Alright, so first of course is my brows because they're like non-existent. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe and just fill those bad boys in. Alright, so now that I've outlined my brows, I'm just going to go ahead and fill them in with the NYX Tame & Frame Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde. And I'm just going to be using a angled brow brush. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and clean up those brows with the NYX Concealer in a Jar in the shade Porcelain. And if you guys do not do this step, I mean, that's perfectly fine. But personally, this just makes my brows look 100 times better. I definitely notice when I do this versus when I don't. It's such a big difference. And my brows always look so much different. It just makes it more precise, I feel like, and it cleans up any mistakes that you made when putting on the brow pencil or the brow pomade. So this is just really nice and helpful. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and just blend that all out. And that brow is so nice. Let me know down below in the comments your guys' brow routine, and like if you have a routine. I'm just curious because I've just recently loved outlining my brows and then filling them in with the pomade. But I'm just curious to see like what everybody else does. Alright, so now it's time to move on into the eyes. So first I'm going to go ahead and prime with my e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. For my eyeshadow, I'm not going to do too crazy of eyeshadow today. I just don't feel like it. And lately I feel like I've been doing more out of the box looks. So today is going to be simple. I prefer to do simple looks anyway. But I know a lot of people like to see like colorful looks. So. And today I'm just going to be using my Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in Rosé. And I'm going to go ahead and take this cooler tone transition shade and pop that in the crease. And I'm just using a Profusion blending brush. I'm going to try and make those edges really, really soft. Again, I don't want to do too much on the eyes today. Alright, and then I'm just going to go ahead and take that matte white shade, it's like a creamy shade, and pack that all over the lid. Just with the other side of this brush. Again, super simple. I look not too many shades. Really super simple. I'm going to take a little bit more of that transition shade and go ahead and pop a little bit more of that just to blend everything out. And again, it's okay if it's not perfect because obviously all this eyeshadow right here is not going to be there because I'm going to clean it up with my foundation. I feel like both my eyes always look so much different. Like this eye doesn't like eyeshadow like sticking to it as much as this eye does. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and do some smoky shadow, which I'll just show you guys. But I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. eye tapes just to not get it too messy. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just take a slanted liner brush, and I'm going to take the deep brown in this palette, which is right here, and I'm going to go ahead and pack this super close to my lash line, just kind of like where I would normally apply liner. And this doesn't have to be super precise or anything, it's just shadow, and we are going to smoke it out a bit. This is just a little bit more subtle than a traditional wing, and it just gives it a little bit more of a smoky effect. Alright, so now that we've kind of like packed that on, I'm just going to take this brush right here. It's a little bit pointed and domed, and I'm going to take a little bit of that first shade that we used, just a tiny little bit, not a whole bunch, and just go ahead and kind of smoke this out. And it doesn't have to be super precise again. I just love doing this. Alright guys, so that's all for the smoky liner. It's just, I like it because it's like, again, it's really smoky and it's not super harsh. And this is a good way if you don't have maybe like a black liner or anything, you could use this as an alternative. You could even use black shadow. I just chose to use brown today. Alright you guys, so that just completes the eyeshadow look. Again, super simple, not a lot to it. So next I'm actually going to go ahead and apply some lashes. I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet, but I'll let you guys know when I come back. Alright guys, so I'm back, and I decided to use the Kiss Page Boy lashes today. These are really pretty and pretty fluffy. They're not as wispy as my dummy wispies are, but I actually like these. And I found these at TJ Maxx for only $6, so that was kind of a steal. I didn't realize that TJ Maxx sold lashes, but apparently they do now, or at least my TJ Maxx does now. So if you want some lashes, go ahead and check out TJ Maxx because they have all the deals. But you guys already knew that because I shop there a lot. Alright guys, so since the eyes are all done, now it is time to go ahead and go into the face makeup. Yay! That's like my favorite part. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with the Catrice Goodbye Pores primer. So I thought there's like no new good products today, but this is just like my transformation video. So I'm not displaying any new products. Well, I guess I used these lashes today. I haven't used them before on my channel. So blending this all into the skin. Alright, and then I'm just gonna do my Wet n Wild primer water in the scent Rose. I'm gonna let that sink into my skin for a couple minutes to do its thing. Alright, so that's kind of sunk into my skin a little bit, and now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with foundation. So for foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation today. This is the matte and poreless version. So, and I'm in the shade 115 today. And yeah, we're gonna be blending this into our skin. Haven't used this foundation in a while, so I figured I would break it back out. And this should be a good shade for me today. If not, we'll make it work. Might be one shade too dark maybe, but it's okay. We can make it work. Let me know down below what your guys' favorite foundation has been lately and what has been working for you guys, because I've been on the hunt for another foundation, but I don't know which one to go ahead and get yet. So if you guys could let me know down below, that'd be very helpful, because I definitely want to get another foundation. This one's pretty good. I know like for a while it wasn't my favorite, but I mean, it hasn't been bad. I've been using it again recently just to give it another shot, and it's not bad. I just don't, I wish they had, I guess I might have to mix shades for it to be my perfect shade, but the shade that's lighter than this just doesn't work for me. So maybe I'll have to just mix these two together. But it does have pretty good coverage, and I mean, it lasts a fairly long time. So, and I've been into a matte foundation lately for summer. So of course, this is a matte foundation, so I like it. Once I blend it out though, I think the shade is pretty good. Like when I first put it on, it's not, but I can make it work with bronzer and everything, of course. So I'm not too worried about the shade. All right, next is concealer, and I'm gonna mix two concealers just because my e.l.f. concealer is a little too light for me right now. So I'm also gonna mix in the Maybelline Fit Me. But I just love the coverage of the e.l.f. one, but obviously it's like way too light. Do you see that? So I'm just gonna be using some of the Maybelline one. And that might have been too much, but oh well. See, it's like a little darker. And I never apply this much concealer, but lately I've been trying it because, you know, everybody likes the highlighted look, and I just haven't been into that for so long. But I'm just gonna try it out for a couple videos, and if I don't like it, I'm just gonna stop doing it. That's still too light for me. I don't really like the really highlighted look like that. Maybe if I blend it out? No. Okay, so I'm also just gonna take the other darker shade that I have in that I have two Fit Me concealers. I'm just gonna apply the darker shade because this is way too light for me. I need to get another shade in the e.l.f. concealer because I love the coverage of that one. The Fit Me concealer has nice coverage, but not for the look that I'm going for today. So I'm not gonna use it on its own. I personally don't really like a highlighted look. I don't know why. I just don't think it looks that great on me personally. On some people, I think it looks really pretty, but on me, I just don't like it. But I'm gonna try it out again. Cause I mean, you know, sometimes when you try something and you don't like it, you end up liking it again. So like that happens when you try old products again, like this foundation. Haven't used it in a while, and I decided to break it out again because I decided to give it another shot because I wasn't loving it. But I decided, oh, why not? And this side is a little bit lighter. And I hate using this much concealer, but it is what it is today. This is what happens when you change shades, like you get tanner. This is just gonna happen. And my Maybelline powder, my Fit Me powder, is too light for me right now. So I haven't been able to use that, which is the saddest thing in the world because that's my favorite powder. But today I'm gonna be going in with the the Makeup Revolution translucent powder. And I'm gonna pour this in my Maybelline lid because this little lid cannot fit my sponge in it. Who do they think they are? They need to fix that packaging. Like, this powder's pretty good. The packaging sucks. So if they fix the packaging, this powder would be even better. And I'm gonna set my under eyes with it. I think this is called like the Wake and Bake powder, maybe. Oh no, I just made that up. It's just their baking powder. is translucent, so it's good for like all skin types. Doesn't have a color to it. It's not going to give you a bunch of coverage. But it just really, see, it does like a really nice job of smoothing you out. I don't know if you guys could tell the difference, but it does a pretty good job of smoothing you out. And I'm just also going to put this where we highlighted, because that tends to break up quicker. I mean, that looks pretty good. I actually have been liking this powder, even though my Maybelline one is like my all-time fave. This one hasn't been bad. So it's like fine for a replacement for now. But that Maybelline one just has my heart and soul. So I can't wait to get that one back. But I mean, I make do with what I got, so. Okay, and then for pressed powder, I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. It's kind of hard to see because it's like white or silver on it. But as you can tell, I've like hit pan on this. I can only use this shade when I'm tan though because it's quite dark. So I'm just going to go in with a big fluffy powder brush and do a dusting of this on the rest of my face. And I'm also going to bring a little down my neck, because this powder is a little too dark for me right now. But when I get tanner, it'll be perfect. So I just have to do like the lightest dusting with it. So hopefully that doesn't look too dark. But again, we're going to make it work. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and do my bronzer. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using my Profusion Pro Contour palette. You guys are probably sick of hearing about it, but I love it, so I'm going to use it. I've loved bronzing even more now that I'm a little bit more tan, because I think it looks way better. Because I like bronzing when I'm pale because I'm so pale, but I just hate being pale. I wish I was like tan all year round, but unfortunately it's not in my genes, so it's okay. I'll just bronze up my skin. But I think bronzing your skin in the summer is just even better because you're already tan and you're just adding a little bit more. So it's been my fave. And if you just go ahead and go a little bit under your lower lip, it'll make it look a little bit bigger. You see that? Gives it like a little shadow. Makes it look like you have a little bit more of a pout. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and move on into blush. I feel like I need a little bit of color to my face right now. So I'm going to be going in with my All Our Cosmetics blush trio, of course. And we're going to mix all the shades together today because they're all pretty. Oh, she cute, she cute. And it has like a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's so pretty. Ooh, so cute. Okay, so now that we have all that blush on, I feel like I really needed it though. I'm actually gonna apply a little bit to my forehead right here and my nose, just a little bit. Just to add a little bit of color back into the rest of my face. Yeah, I like that. I was just using the rest of what was on my brush, not like dipping back into it because I only wanted a little bit. But I actually like that. Look, my nose has a little bit of rosiness to it now. I like that. Okay, so I actually forgot to clean up my bronzer. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that with the Makeup Revolution powder. We'll do that. That looks so crazy, the contrast, but it is translucent, so it's not gonna be like this white on my face. But I'm gonna let it bake there because it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So we're gonna let it bake there while we do the rest of our face. So I'm gonna be going in with my e.l.f. highlight, of course. You guys have all seen this, but it's in the shade White Gold, and it's stunning. I mean, our face is already glowy. It looks like I already have highlight on for my blush, but we're gonna add even more glow, because why not? It's so pretty. Honestly. And I love it. So I'm gonna keep using it. I know you guys are probably like sick of me using it, but honestly, it's so pretty. I'm gonna try and not build it up too much today, but if it happens, it happens. And I'm gonna go ahead and just tap that in too, because again, I didn't want to build it up too much, and this will just make it look a little bit better. In my opinion, I like doing this. Just makes it look a little bit better and a little bit more natural, even though we all know highlight isn't natural. Okay, now it's time to dust off my bake here. So I'm just gonna dust that off. Can't forget to dust it off. You'll look so weird. Okay, so I actually am liking this a lot today. This is just like an everyday kind of look, but sometimes that's what you need. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all this off. So for lips today, I'm actually feeling a red lip with this just kind of simple eye look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a red lip today. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and go in with my e.l.f. lip liner in the shade Red. It's as simple as that, red. And fill in my lips really quick. I think I talked about it in a couple videos ago, but if you just slightly overline your bottom lip, it'll make it look a little bigger and more juicy, and who doesn't love that? And I just filled in most of my lips with it just because it'll make your lip color last a little bit longer. And I'm going in with a red lipstick, but I actually don't know where it's from because I've used it so much that I've had it so long that I've rubbed off the name on it. So, but Milani has some really great lipsticks. CoverGirl has some good lipsticks. You can typically find a good lipstick at the drugstore. I just don't know the name of this one. Alright you guys, so the lips are all done, and I just love doing a red lip sometimes. It's just, I don't know, I feel like it looks really good. It makes your teeth look really white, and yeah, it's so cute. I especially like it with my blonde hair. But yeah, I think all we have left to do is finish up the lower lashes and we'll be all set. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back into that Wet n Wild palette. I'm gonna go ahead and take this brush. It's like pointed, but it's fluffy. I'm gonna take that transition color and pop that on the lower lashes. Just a little bit because, again, this look isn't too major. Alright, so this is like the finished makeup look. All I have to do is spray my face and we'll be all done. Alright you guys, so now it's time to do something with this hair, and let me tell you, yeah, so this hair needs a lot of work, but it's gonna look cute. So today I feel like straightening it, so that's what we'll be doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and first apply this cheese spray all over the hair. And my hair is super wavy today. It's been so like muggy and humid, so my hair has been hating that, of course. And I'm just gonna brush it through. If you guys want a really like in-depth on how I get my hair super laid and sleek with no frizz. I'll leave it up here somewhere for you guys, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to go ahead and straighten it real quick. I don't really care about frizzy today because I'm just kind of running errands, not going anywhere special. But if you guys want like that kind of like snatched no frizz look, go ahead and check that video out because I have some really great tips in there, and it's nothing how I'm going to do it here because I'm just going to do it real quick and easy. So I just have a Conair Infinity Eyebrow Straightener. It's just the 1 inch. And I'm just going to kind of, you know, simply straighten it. And I'm going to start in the back and work my way to the front. But before you straighten your hair, you guys need to apply heat protectant to your hair because it's going to break. It's going to get damaged if you guys don't. So I 10 out of 10 recommend using a heat protectant. It doesn't matter what kind. I've been loving the Chi lately, but you can use whatever you have, whatever is more accessible to you. And again, straightening hair is really kind of straightforward and simple. Again, if you really wanted a in-depth tutorial, go ahead and check out that video. I'll link it below in the description too. But otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of fast forward through this, and I'll see you guys when I'm all finished. Alright guys, so this looks 100 times better than where we started before, just saying. But thank you so much for just getting ready with me today and doing my 1 hour transformation. It's really fun, and yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I don't wake up in the morning looking like $1,000. I just want to show you guys kind of what I do on a daily and kind of how I get ready, and this was that. So yeah, be sure to comment down below. Remember to like if you haven't already, and subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys in a couple days in my next one. Bye!